Alright guys, welcome back to Scotty Knows. Today's a little bit different video. We're actually back here working on the Trailblazer, and what I'm actually going to be working on is the rear the drive shaft outward, I guess, what is it, the seal. So I'll take you guys up under the car, and you can see my seal's leaking a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. That should be pretty simple to get out and replace that seal, and then of course I'll add more fluid. So we're going to get this drive shaft out and see if we can get this thing fixed. So in order to get this rear drive shaft out, we're actually going to have to use a 7/16 socket and remove the two different clamps here that hold this drive shaft to the rear here. So we're going to go ahead and take that off, and then we should be able to drop it down and slide it out the front seal, and that'll give us access to replace that seal. So let me grab some tools and we'll go ahead and get this thing knocked out. So one thing I remember, I got the screws out, bolts out, but one thing I'll mention is that if you put it in neutral, you should be able to spin this no problem. My problem is I'm kind of working on a slight hill, so I'm kind of afraid to do that, and I'm working by myself. I don't have somebody that can hold the brakes for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pry this out. It shouldn't be a problem, so let me go ahead and get it out. So we went ahead and got the drive shaft out. This is kind of what we're looking at right here. Sorry for the poor lighting today, but I have some Christmas gifts in the garage. I'm not trying to show the kids. So we're going to be trying to pry this out. According to the manual, you should just be able to get a screwdriver or a little pry bar and pop this out. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how it works. So I was able to get this thing out. There's actually like a lip that goes around the edge here. Just get a screwdriver, hammer, and you can tap it out, and eventually it'll slide out. So kind of a pain, but I got it out. So let me prep and get the other one ready to go. Alright guys, so I got it kind of cleaned up in there. Hopefully you guys can see it. Get the new seal. I'm going to put it on and making sure that this weep hole is facing down. Kind of get that aligned on, and of course I did have to force myself to eat some soup, so I got a can which will fit right over top. I'll be able to tap that in. So let me get that tapped in there. I'm kind of working with a restricted space. I'll see if I can get you guys a good view, so let me check that out for you and I'll get that tapped in. Alright guys, so everything is in, everything is flush. Make sure it's sealed all the way in, all the way around the top. So everything is good. So now I'm ready to put the drive shaft in and tighten it back up. So let me hop on that. Alright, so everything is in. I got the rear tightened up. It's a little dark outside, so I probably won't be able to see it. But since I did lose a little bit of fluid due to this thing leaking a little bit, I'm probably going to add a little bit more transaxle fluid, which is actually there's an Allen wrench key up here and one down here. You can probably see right there. I got to take that out and then I'll add some fluid so you can see if I got some more fluid I can put in there. Alright guys, so I had a little bit of transfer case fluid here left, so I'm just going to go ahead and crack this loose, put what I have in there, and see where I it should be a good level once it starts to cook. Alright, so I got the fluid in. I didn't have actually enough fluid in there where it was dripping out, so I may have to order another jug here, and I'll put some more in there at some other time. But I'm done. Everything looks good. Everything's tightened up. Hopefully everything stays dry under here. We'll find out here in the next couple of days. So I'm gonna leave a thing of cardboard out there just to ensure that it's actually fixed. But it should be good to go. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for the Trailblazer video. Went ahead and replaced that transfer case seal, the outboard seal for the rear drive shaft. So I got that taken care of. So here pretty soon we're going to hop back on the Civic. Stay tuned for a lot of that stuff. I got some new tools, new equipment, a couple of things here I've been working on in the interim. So I got a new welder, a new couple other, few tools, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Other than that, I do have stuff coming for the next video, so stay tuned for the next Civic video. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, comment below. I appreciate every one of you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.